You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper codes. Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a black Volker who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night. Here, let me get that energy field down for you. Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
You asked for this!
Hey, Karth. You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for her.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, 'cause I don't need 'em.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
don't hurt me. I just serve the food here, that's all. I'm not like these others. I'm not even a black Volker. Please don't kill me. My name is Ada. My father owed Davik some money, but he couldn't pay. Davik killed my father and sold me into slavery here at the Volker compound to pay off the debt. But I don't know anything. I'm just a prisoner here, a slave. The Volkers don't tell me anything. They treat me like dirt. They beat me up if I screw up their orders.
You may know more than you think, miss. Help us and we'll help you, okay?
Well, all right. I still don't know how much help I can be, but I sure hope you get rid of all the Volkers. I hate them. What? I've never heard of such a thing. I guess it might be in the garage on the lower level. That's where all the Volkers go to work on their swoop bikes. But I've never been down there. The elevator is protected by a security system. Only the Volkers are allowed to go down there. Is she that Republic soldier? I heard one of the Volker mention her, but she's not here. He said Brezhik didn't trust his men around her. I guess she's too important to be a slave here in the kitchens. Getting pawed and groped and kicked and spit on like me. Brezhik must have taken her somewhere safe.
No, wait. This girl is no threat to us. Just run along, miss, and get out of here, and do it quickly before the Volkers come back.
I'm free to go? You're not gonna kill me? I don't know how I can ever repay you. Thank you. I have to get out of here before any of the Volkers see me.
Here! Watawama mulira kinkonjo peshak. No ba muliraji? Joni yuturungchi wi itadia. Bola una chinek. Ba mulirat slimo anga kunbisking. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kunbisking ba mulira. Juni yun tunjiji aithadoana, kavavolpa muljui, kamana, takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aithahodonga, tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa, bolawana chikni. Bamule slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Kachi chu aithahodunga. Inkin kuno ba mulira chikun, slima podonna, rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Takum justak miki grabel mogo, kachi chu aitha hodonga, tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa, bolawana chikni. Bamule slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Tonghai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolbada bunk walyagando de nago chuchut. Kachi chuay thahodunga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo. Munko kun biskang. Bamulara kachi chuay thahodunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podonna. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Takum justak miki grabel mogo, kachi chu aitha hodunga. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Moga shampungpa, bolawana chikni. Bamule slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Tonghai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolbada bunk walyagando de nago chuchut. Kachi chuay thahodunga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo. Munko kun biskang. Bamulara kachi chuay thahodunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podonna. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Chibedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patoga smaktelia. Kuya mi juz kachita. Naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiji. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidora tikun muatatima na ithabola. Tabistyo bong konkipangpa. Chingpala chiskamuli. Tunirana no brata dunk no sarchadoma wama kun bestoma. Nishak chilochakin kun no bamuli rajikun. Kontichani. Mulira asyong turong umnit patogawang kachonetize. Ikratug hatu chichiya. Watayuma kawama huhanek. Achuta. Wanga kun pistol piking kuyana. Tong patogas magtelia.
What?
What?
What? Hey, Karth, can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this gonna be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerf herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said, too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising considering all we've been through, but I shouldn't take it out on you. Mission, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Karth.
Well, that's no big deal. I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that? Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth, for an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
Ready?
Kuya mi juz kachita naipatogaya fulki kukula jiji. Kawana bota aayot tagwa. Kankidora tikun watatima na ithabola.
Brezhik stole that engine from Gadden. It was never yours to begin with.
Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Tong na bunsha nyunyang. Kavavulpa mulchi kamana.
Wana chik yongi? Wana vota kontitariti? Chichintoma tunka kola yame jua. Na kanki chiki nai potoka. Na wana bota.
Kachichu aitha odunga. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Slima podonna. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun beast king bamulira. Chuni yun tun jiji aitha doana. Kavavolpa muljui kamana.
What? You can't betray Gadden. I won't let you.
Jashank bogra hulwan chiska nichu. Achuba chiska wanki. Titoki gratuk kun ticha kun kinka chona pro. Bogra walya nabung sha. Nekchi chona chuba king lorda aitha kun.
No, that's not true. You're lying.
Mana tota. Aku jigratuk pola. Jishok chonatong chong king no una pangpa mulira kun kili. Kun kili no ba. Watati manyo kola una no ku mulira.
They said I was too young.
Shagji kin lorcha wata uma? Kavavulpa mulji gumana. King kun shachi king, ni king kun oba mulira jikun? Wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma?
Well, yeah. Some of them were, but you folkers have tried to kill me more than once.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aitha odonga, tulpada bonk molya gando danago churchut. Moga shampongpa, bolawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun beast mulira best.
But Gadden said Brezhik...
Kipuna! Puna na kachu. Kimba no mulina na tuana. Thun kimba no kunek. Kavatumpa kun palya mokata. Wanga kun bis kimba mulira. Kakincha na kuagba kun. Kavatumpa kulpaya botenya.
You're right. I don't need anyone but Zalbar. If Gadden dies, he's only getting what's coming to him.
Tonghai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang yingkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gando denago chuchut. Kachi chuaitha haudunga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo. Wonka kun biskang. Bamulara. Rundi haudunga kuhungabi. Wana kun bes. Chink palamul tong king ba na konkek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek mulira best. Ta bist yubong konki pangpa. Ching pala chiska muli. Tuni rana no prata dunk no sercha doma wama kun bestoma. Nishakji lorchakin kuno bamuli rajikun. Kuyami juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiti. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidora tikun mwatatima na ithabola. Kipuna! Puna na kachu. Kimba no mulina na tuana. Thun kimba no kunek. Kavatumpa kun palya mokata. Wanga kun bis kimba mulira. Kakincha na kuagba kun. Kavatumpa kulpaya botenya. wi itha na dana itya. Wata yuma kawama huhanek. Ashonkturong unipatoga. Wana kun bes ching pala multonki.
Smilia, ti umpa do punta krita. Dopa na oto vaskasa.
Achuta. Wanga kun pistol piking kunyana. Tong patogas magdelia.
Sure.
You'll never guess.
Let's go! Down you go!
Yeah?
You asked for this! You asked for You asked for this!
Sure. problem. Got it.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Hey, you don't know what it's like. You need those skills here in the lower city. Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Hey there, Upworlder. You want to see what I got for sale in my inventory? Or do you need something else? Oh, you better ask Gendar. He's the spokesman for the village. I just run the store. I don't want to make him mad by answering any questions. Gendor already doesn't like me. It ain't the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
Welcome back, Upworlder. I'm surprised to see you again. Many of your kind have passed through our village recently, but few have bothered to speak with me or my people. Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can. Ask your questions, Upworlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity. As you wish, Upworlder. Should you have need of anything else, come speak to me. I represent the entire village, and I will do my best to help you however I can.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people? It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the promised land. You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookhill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too. The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Taris, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born. Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Taris, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there. Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information, but still, There are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location. I have nothing to offer if you help me in this. I hope the knowledge that you are helping the entire village escape a life of darkness and suffering is reward enough. I see. Well, perhaps you are not the savior I seek after all. I can only pray that if you find the journals, you will have a change of heart and bring them to me.
I saw you talking with Rukel. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him. For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rukel ever finds his Promised Land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen. I don't want you to kill Rukel. He's not the problem. It's those damn explorers that went before him. What if they actually found something? They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all 3 journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rukel's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the Promised Land. I've saved up enough credits for my business here to make it worth your while if you help me. Once you have all 3 journals, just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed? I knew Rukel's legend about the Promised Land was true. Quick, give me those journals so I can destroy them. Right, your reward. Here's 100 credits. That's a pretty hefty payment for some old notes and maps, eh? Well, I don't want Rukel to get his hands on them journals. I'll give you 200 credits. That's all I have. Excellent. Now Rukel will never lead these people to the Promised Land. Now, is there something else you need? You want to look at my inventory?
False prophet! Deceiver! You have betrayed me! You have sold the hope of the entire village to the selfish and damnable Iggyar! All I have worked for is destroyed. All the hopes and dreams of my father and grandfather before him turned to dust. Begone, upworlder! I have only curses to speak at you!